Welcome to this totally amazing day, because today something happens that I've been dreaming and fearing for years and years. And actually it includes my very good friend and colleague and amazing draw personality, and yeah, I could talk for hours, but welcome to Jan Kjær.
Ooh, thank you.
And I'm just gonna tell Jan what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do our drawing, and we're gonna have a timing on it, so approximately an hour, I think.
Yeah.
Let's go and get some visual inspiration. Okay.
Yes, let's go.
This is the shelf with the content that we collected out of the warehouse some months ago, and now it's here, and taking that further into the next creative process would be really cool. So let's see what this can inspire. And now here comes the challenge.
Yeah, okay.
What if you had the task of making the next poster for something Bionicle coming out? And I'm not gonna give you any more leads.
Do I get to pick first?
You pick first.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely my favorite of
yeah.
all time. I'm all set. Those are my choices.
Okay, I'm gonna take an even older thing here, Kopaga, cool as ice, some visual inspiration. Oh yes, the original comic, those three. So coffee is really essential, and I'm going to drink it from this very special coffee cup. Okay, we can make the countdown, and then
1 hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. For what? Yeah, okay.
3, 2, 1. Oh dear. And then I think comments are allowed to what you're doing, but not watching what's on the other side. So I really, I normally start with a pencil, really simple.
What? Okay.
I need to get the big shapes.
Should we have some fun facts here? Can I give a little fun fact? So Christian has the most annoying way of drawing. You're gonna see that in a minute, because he draws like this. He draws like tuk, 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 tiny little lines, and I'm like a doodler, so I'm like all over the place doodling my composition. So when I'm watching Christian draw, I get really impatient. But then after 5 or 10 minutes, all those little lines he's drawing, they're gonna come together in this like perfect composition. And then you're gonna go, oh crap, I wish I could do that.
This might be more difficult than I expected, but
yeah, I feel the same way. I've been doing book covers for 10 years now, so I think this is gonna look more like a book cover than an actual key visual. We talked a little bit about the well of time.
Yeah.
Right? So I really like the idea of using water, because to me it's like this archetypical symbol that just revives everything and creates rebirth and endless opportunities. So for me, water is going to be an essential part of this drawing.
I love it already. I'm just hoping that the chaos will turn into something.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of lines I've got going here. Hopefully they'll look like something when I'm done. I'm going to be done in like 10 minutes, so what am I going to do with the rest of the time?
You can just sit and criticize my leg up.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
I'm talking too much and drawing too little.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm asking you weird questions, because then you start rambling and talking, and then while you talk, I draw. That's my strategy. So 1 hour, is that like black and white, or do we have to color them too?
No color.
No color, thank you. Because I'm left-handed, I always start drawing from the right upper corner and then work my way down to the left, so I don't smear the stuff that I've been drawing.
Wow.
But now that I only have 45 minutes to finish this, I want to finish the main character, so I know that I will actually finish the most important character. So that's a dilemma. Should I smear the whole drawing? Or
that will be part of the personality, I think, of the image.
The smearing.
And my big pen that I thought should last the whole drawing is running out already. It must be the heat of the attention here, or the room.
Yeah, it's a little daunting going up against Mr. Bionicle himself. I'm only
I don't know who that
a little
is.
scared.
Let's just say he's not been able to keep the momentum. I need the key in the middle. Should that be? Shit, I didn't.
If you need help with the perspective, just let me know.
Oh, dear. Because how does time look if you, in an element, you know? What?
I know the answer, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Do you use that technique where you're sort of squinching your eyes together
Yes.
to sort of see if there is sort of a? I always thought that was pretty cool that you could, by squinching your eye, you can make it sort of blurry, so you can see. You don't see all the fine lines, but you see sort of the basic shapes. Should have done that a bit before, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's too late now.
Oh no!
So I'm doing some what I think you could consider as being fan service, because we know the kids really love the weapons, right?
Yeah.
So it's I guess it's also part of this illustration is
Tools, not
tools. Yes, the tools you need
Flexible.
to fulfill your destiny. That's what we're going with here, not weapons. And so yeah, I'm trying to make that part of the drawing here.
It's really cool.
So that's what I like about the well of time theme that
Yeah.
we've got going here, because you're kind of, when you're reviving Bionicle, you would go back and draw on all the knowledge from all the past heroes and help them and have them help you, you know, shape your destiny. What?
You just
Am
gave,
I,
me,
am
the,
I,
you just
did
gave
I,
me the best idea.
Did I steal your idea?
No,
or give
something
you
I
an idea?
forgot. Thank you.
Oh crap, I should have shut up.
Oh, that's cool. Keep talking.
Yeah, no, that's it. No more advice from me.
You know what the idea was?
Yeah,
I need to put a
have no idea.
backpack on this guy.
Ah.
Because you should put all your knowledge in the backpack and you should look forward instead of, and you shouldn't look into your backpack while you're bicycling and so on. Is that a?
That's a great idea. I'm gonna send you a bill when I come back, when I go back.
So I loved when the Bionicle backpack came out, because that was sort of, you had the.
There's so much symbolism in it.
Yeah,
also.
you have to put all your sort of knowledge and so on there, and then look what's coming ahead. So that's why I love backpacks. I'm definitely giving these new characters hands.
Yeah, me too.
Are you finished?
No.
What?
No, I'm definitely not finished, and I was gonna say we only have half an hour left. Something like that, right?
But I think I have my structure pretty good here. Actually, there's also a point where you start ruining. Have you ever?
Oh yeah, if you overwork it.
Yeah, it's like
that's not gonna happen today.
But do you know that as when you're drawing stuff, that you hit this place where everything looks bad, and if
Yeah,
you're
I
not
know that.
used to drawing, then you stop there. But if you're used to drawing, you know that the good stuff is just on the other side.
On the other side, yeah.
That is really
That's so deep.
like the well of time.
Oh my god. Oh.
Could we get that on a t-shirt?
So I wanted to draw moss and grass on the top of one of these masks here, but now it just looks like a bird shit on his head. So
Okay, you're allowed to use color.
That's not the effect I was going for.
You
but,
are allowed to use color, definitely.
That's what we get.
Silhouette is always good.
We like silhouette.
And you have done a detail that doesn't work. Oh.
And you know why silhouettes work so great? Is because when you just make something black, the viewer's imagination will fill in the blank, and they'll actually make your drawing better than you could have done it yourself. So using a lot of black is a great little trick.
Are you writing?
No, does it sound like I'm writing? Yeah, no, not so much.
I'm like ChatGPT. I'm just
help.
Draw this drawing for me. Oh, it doesn't work on paper.
So there was one thing I really liked about working on Bionicle, which is actually gonna sound a little weird, but I really enjoyed, the tests.
Oh, yeah.
because I learned so much.
Yeah, that was amazing to go
Yeah.
and just sit and listen to reactions and so on.
Yeah. And it would be totally brutal because
Yeah.
the kids were obviously being honest, which was the whole point. But sometimes
Could be pretty hard.
it could be pretty hard, and you
I was
would have to
in
go back to the drawing table and start all over.
I was in a test where a kid fell asleep.
That's not a good sign. That's really not a good sign.
It was like,
Oh wow.
that says more than words, I guess. Or maybe he's just been playing PlayStation too much.
I actually remember a test. There was a kid who got so excited that he got up from the floor and he did like a somersault, and then he ran into the wall. Apparently he didn't see how small the room was. So I'm like, once he stopped bleeding, he was... no, he didn't bleed. He wasn't bleeding. But, you know...
But it was scary when you have these two-way mirrors and you had the feeling they were looking at you. Because you had this
yeah,
where you were sitting.
of course they were... When the test started, they would be told that you were out there,
Yeah.
you know, watching. But
Why
the
do you
point
have-
was that they would forget quickly.
Yeah. I'm actually doing a logo at the same time here. How about you? Are you also including logo design in your?
Yeah, I'm doing a
Because-
logo. It looks like a 5-year-old drew it, so
Because it's
gonna
like
look awesome.
I think it's part of the sort of task to sort of see what would the graphic sort of, how would the wording be, and
Okay,
sort of the big sort of overarching logo for the whole campaign. How would it?
It's clearly not as important on my drawing as it is on yours. But knock yourself out.
But it's if you turn it around 180 degrees, then the logo appears. Have you done an effect
Yeah,
like that?
I've done that too. Yeah, of course.
This is my amazing eraser. Doesn't work on.
You use eraser.
Oh no, it colors it yellow. These they actually color the
French fries.
they color the paper yellow.
Great.
That's not really good.
Great idea for an eraser.
Do you use what's it called in English? I don't even know. When you are sort of making lines to do shadows.
Cross hatching. Yeah, I'm doing all kinds of different things at the same time. It's becoming quite a mess here.
But that I think
I think maybe I have to write like an explanation in the lower corner so people can see.
I think the beauty of Bionicle in the original series was also that it was sort of open. It had, you know, it didn't have any bad guys, for example, when it started. You were sort of allowed to think out your own, you know, scenarios of who's good and who's bad and what is actually happening here. It was like an investigation. And I think one word I really sort of miss in storytelling is this cryptic side and mystical side. That you sort of keep that going. Because when things are too explained, then there's no work to be done for your own imagination.
So that's actually one of the things I loved the most was the exploration and the adventure in the early Bionicle stories.
Because we were just as much on the adventure as anybody else.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was around the next corner, but we knew we had to navigate in this strange place. And I think you can see that on what was done.
I think then what happens is when the story becomes too complex, it kind of loses its appeal a little bit, and that's what I like about this whole revival thing. Is at least what I was trying to do here was to kind of go back to the whole nature versus robot, the mythological,
love it,
kind of, you know,
love it,
explorational, I don't know, thing. But now I don't know what I've done.
No, but it's. I think the curiosity and the exploration is what drives creativity. It's like it's unsafe, unpredictable, but you have your tools to sort of navigate, and that's why I think that, you know, this image of being on a boat and having your creative skills as sailing skills, and then you need to sort of sometimes it's smooth but sometimes it's stormy. But if you're good at sailing, then you can basically make something out of everything you encounter. There's also something about, you know, when you have technology, but it's weathered, it's old, it's
yeah.
It gets cool. Totally its own sort of epicness, I think.
There's just a lot of mystery there, having to figure out what happened.
And I must just say, I visited the pyramids a couple of months ago, and you just stand there and wonder, you know, what did they know that we don't know? What techniques, you know, were they able to do something with water, or how did they cut those stones? It's like,
yeah, it's pretty amazing.
This is the place where if I had it on my iPad, I would start putting bright light behind stuff. So
exactly.
I could highlight stuff.
Me too. I so wish I had some kind of glowy effect.
It's a bit difficult to sort of get behind.
Yeah. A lot of whiteout.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
we have whiteout? Har vi det? Er den hvid? Nej. Okay. So out of the blue comes whiteout. Nice. Thank you.
Whiteout. Is that a technical term? Do you not normally use like a brush? Like a
the old that would be a brush.
I think I need some word to explain what some of these things.
Yeah.
I would like to sort of just cut it out and move stuff around a bit.
Yeah. You're so used to doing
when
that.
You're doing that on the iPad, it's like you keep it in layers, and you can just sort of adjust to sort of say, okay, this angle would be a bit better. But okay, what if I actually write the?
You write the explanation. Okay, I'm out of paper here. I've put lines on almost every single part of the paper.
I'm totally running out of black.
Oh crap, it's yellow. I've got one spot. It's black and white and a little bit of yellow.
That is the center of attention.
Yeah, now it is.
I'm not gonna get any high marks for my letters here. Plenty of...
How annoying is this?
Pasca.
Oh, yes. White.
So nice to put those, you know, that is really the... Don't you think white. When you put the highlights on at the end?
Yeah.
Just sort of, that is really...
like when you're drawing eyes.
Oh yeah,
and that moment where you put the highlight in the eyes, it's just like, it's very satisfying.
But also doing that highlight line along a character who's in silhouette.
Or
just the small highlights on
like
a water surface. Yeah. That sort of, okay, then you have the sun. Was there any blacks in that? Because this is... It's like in Tour de France where they run back and get those
get the new bikes,
water cans.
Yeah.
Wait, that would be devastating if I took this and thought it was black. And it's neon green.
You should give it a shot, Chris.
Oh, that's also flat.
Er det her?
Yeah. To squeeze it out of this one.
Not
Do you get that feeling sometimes when you try to sort of scroll on a piece of paper? Or
or do the print.
Swipe.
Yeah. You know how, Christian, if you make a little shape that looks like something that it wasn't supposed to. So I'm drawing a sword here, and in the middle of the sword I have, just by accident, it looks like I've drawn a little face. Because it has two eyes and a nose. And whenever that happens, whenever you try to correct it and make it go away, it just it becomes more and more a face. So I'm just struggling here. I have this like super face right in the middle of my drawing, and I can't get rid of it. So people look at this drawing and they go, "Oh, that's a cute little face on the sword." That is not my intention.
So maybe the key to the whole drawing is...
Yeah, the key is like the sword has its own kind of conscience and personality.
But you know those drawings that you are not drawing yourself actually, where you sort of...
Really?
Or maybe
this might be one of them then.
I shouldn't go there then.
No. It's gonna get...
It's like musicians say that this piece of music, it played itself. You know, it just used my hands to...
as where you go, oh, I was just lucky.
The more you practice, the luckier you get.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But this is actually the point where I would say, do I like this sketch? And then I would take it on a photo and put it into some kind of electronic process from now on. To sort of put shadows on and move things around and see if it works. But I love, you know, I have these sketchbooks like this.
Mine are mostly just full of monsters.
I brought this especially for this event because look at that date.
No. Really? Wow.
The first page I drew was when we started on a workshop in Kolding, the 16th of January 2002.
Stories.
And this was the first. And I wrote construction up there, which was like,
yeah,
you know,
like a new thing back
and
then.
bio plants. So yeah, it's quite amazing that Nike actually did Bionicle shoes. I think that's still something that I'm sort of. Did I dream that, or was that actually?
Quite see that coming when you.
I remember going into the Nike store in New York and seeing Bionicle displays, sort of in the front center stage there.
Mm-hmm.
That was like.
That was a little unreal.
And imagine I didn't take any pictures. You know, I didn't have a camera phone. I didn't have a video. I don't have pictures of it. Think about that now, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I'm out of paper here.
I'm actually.
Well, 1 hour seemed to be just what we needed.
And now we switch paper and.
And add details. I'll fix your perspective.
What is that with that perspective?
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from. You've never ever done a perspective wrong. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Or maybe it's always wrong, but it's just its own wrong. And now is the time when I do something that totally messes the whole thing up.
Go for it. So do we get to explain our drawing too? Because I think mine needs a little explanation.
We do that. So we need time for that actually. But I need to do something, and I know it's a bit strange.
Oh no, come on, you're not doing that. Oh.
Hey.
No, I'm not watching. But you're drawing with coffee now?
And now I'm trying to sort of, I want to
get creative.
It gives a, you know, this sand feel of, you know, the sands of time. It's really good with the coffee. Could actually patinate it a bit. Oh, now it's when it goes wrong, and the whole thing sort of blurs. Stop it now! Stop it! Stop it! Don't do it anymore.
No. Go ahead, do your thing. Let's see what you can do with coffee, Christian.
Now it looks like it was drawn in 2001, which is
it's an old
5 minutes to destroy.
And use all the coffee you can get your hands on. I think I'm done. I just need to sign mine.
So too. I don't have any more black in my pen here, so.
Yeah. Now it goes straight on eBay. I still have that little face on this one. It's not going away no matter
Never
what
gonna get away from that.
See now it's got two teeth as well. Okay, I'm gonna stop working on that.
Okay, is that the?
Are we done? I'm done. I'm just like messing it up here. Oh,
should we say?
Yeah.
Less than an hour.
Woo! I'll take it this way.
Then we have 5 minutes to explain what.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna need
okay?
an hour to explain it. Oh, cool.
So this is very much a little explanation because this is sort of one character's journey, and it's the moment where you sort of step into the well of time.
That's the well of time.
That is the big.
Yeah.
So I wanted to sort of color-wise, I wanted to shift this from sort of dark cave-like thing, and then into this light top where he's jumped into the well of time, and sort of you have this swirl.
Yeah. Is it gonna be lava or water?
It's gonna be light.
Oh, light.
Yeah.
He's surfing on
sand. Sand, which is actually glass.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, and you have sand coming out of the well of time from below. It's like it's falling the opposite way. That was the idea.
Oh yeah. So sand falling upwards. Yeah, and he's surfing on that.
Yeah, in the middle of this is a strong current, and that is what is the cool thing, because do you know what that it is ending? That's in the temple, and the reason why the Toa go there is to power up.
Okay, so they get powered up by the power
at
of
the temple,
time.
At the temple.
Yeah. So what's that up there?
That's sort of the idea with the hourglass. And if you see if you see the V here, there's a double V and an O and a T,
W,
which says well of time.
Oh, you actually did create a logo. Yeah.
And if you look what he's holding, this is
what is that?
This is inspired directly from Egypt, because the key of life is actually it's half of this. This is like a drop, and then a line. And all the gods are holding that, because they have the key of life.
The key of life, yeah.
But this is the key of eternity, which is the 8.
Oh, it's the 8.
It's the 8.
Yeah, of course it is. Wow, you have a lot of symbols going on.
So you have one end of the well is backwards, and the other end of the well is forward.
You lost me, but it sounds cool.
It's maybe his.
Oh, now I see it.
This
it's
is the eye.
Super big. Okay, yeah.
So if you had this darkness, you would have the eye there, and then the other eye here, and then you would have the details of the mask.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's always been.
Yeah, you have that big contrast between detail.
So when you see it far away, you get this face looking at you.
You get the eyes.
And that was what I took from this. The original poster.
I've seen it. It's a neat trick.
So if you look at this, it's
nice with your backpack. Notice the backpack.
Backpack. With all the knowledge you have. All the memory.
Yeah, nice. That's a real key visual. So this is my.
Oh, whoa!
So we actually both worked on the
what?
The idea of the old Toa and Turaga feeding their knowledge into this new future that we're going to create. So you did it with your composition. What I tried to do here, which became a little bit of a mess, but the old masks, their knowledge and experience are kind of seeping into the well of time. So this is the well, and all the knowledge of the past heroes. I was trying to get the reflection and the light coming up, and it didn't work. But so all the tools, and actually they're not necessarily weapons, but they should be tools, because with all the experience and knowledge from the history and past experiences, they pass it on, and they give them what they need, the new heroes, to unite and take charge of their destiny and their fate and all that stuff. And then I wanted to go back to trying to do some vines and natural stuff, and like the cliff and ice maybe here, because I thought what appealed to the kids at first were the different environments. So you have like ice monsters and jungle, and so it's kind of a moving forward, and he's reaching for it, because they're already trying to fight evil, and he's kind of trying to decide what his fate and his role is going to be, and how to become his own type of hero.
But don't you have that feeling, if you're putting stuff into the well of time, you're really taking the step into destiny. It's almost like you will end up somewhere else.
Yeah, and you're becoming part of something that's bigger than yourself, because whatever you were and the experiences you had, you
pass it on.
Pass on to other people to make use of.
You so no backpack
there. Yeah. Yeah, so that's I'm being photobombed. Okay.
How are we gonna do this? Should people write their comments? Which one is the winner, or should we not talk about winner? And these are two expressions, and they actually fit pretty good. But
they actually work.
Of course,
together.
You're allowed to.
But unlike you, I'm gonna send money to the ones who vote for me. So there's a little.
I'm gonna send the drawing. No, I can only give it to one. Maybe we can, just
I don't know.
Make it downloadable or something. But that is how you do active, creative storytelling, and may find some new leads to what to do. So Jan, I hope you will join me here at the table for
anytime
other challenges.
It was a lot of fun. Let's do it again.
Fantastic. And remember to follow the channel and do your own creative stuff with all the story bricks that you have in your backpack. And see you in the well of time.